There's total math. Now.
Life is not
costs
fair.
way more.
Like, mothers need to teach their children that life isn't okay. Are we going to do this, or are we not going to do
he's
this?
already recording.
I'm already recording.
Because we were in the
Oh, wait,
topic.
seriously?
Yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
Okay, let's start from the beginning here.
Sure.
in the beginning.
Should I
there was
start?
the Big Bang. It was
Yes.
your mother and your father.
You had a thesis.
Okay, so the thesis is, I see a ton of content right now going around the internet. The millennials and the younger generation are extremely frustrated because they're not getting the same affordability for like cost of living and entry and buying a house
Wait,
that
you're
others.
talking about the outrage TikToks of the ladies going, I can't afford
No,
anything. Life
it's
sucks.
not.
Oh my god.
It's not outrage. It's like you can actually lay out the math very clearly. If somebody says
Pretty
like, here's
realistic.
what
Yeah,
our
it's
income is, here's what the average cost of living is, here's what the average income is, here's what the average house price is, proportionally, it's way higher than what it used to be. And what about
They're
those
going to keep
people-
cutting rates, and that's going to fuel housing pricing to go up. It's going to put demand in real estate. It's going to cause rents to go up. The more they cut the rates,
right?
it's
True.
going to create more leverage. It's going to take. I mean, think about it. You have
true.
to understand, if you're a professional money manager and you have X amount of millions, and those rates go down to next to nothing, you can borrow money cheap. Margin rates will be back to 3-4%.
Yep.
Home equity line of credits 3-4%. Oh, you're going to fuel inflation by
So
far.
that's exactly right.
You will own nothing and be happy.
And be happy.
So the thing that they probably should have done is keep the rates like higher and like wait for the prices of all the housing and such to basically come down and make it affordable. But before
But I want it now. I'm young. I need it now.
It's my
I gotta
money.
have it
It's
now.
my money, and I want it now. Anybody know that from?
That's a commercial.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, the late night commercial on the HBO thing with the inappropriate stuff.
that's why
Yeah.
you know it.
No, I remember it. I didn't have HBO. I was
No,
living cheap.
J.G. Wentworth.
That is it.
Wentworth.
That was
Here's
it.
my
He
money,
cashed
and
out.
I want it now.
Yeah.
What was I thinking about?
I don't know.
What you were talking about HBO and inappropriate. J.G. Wentworth was on regular.
Yeah, he was on
public
regular
television.
TV. That's why I know
What-
it. 'Cause I didn't
yeah.
have
I don't know why that's inappropriate. Why that actually went there.
So you don't think you think it's just gonna get worse? The young people are screwed. Is that what we're going with here?
No.
There's
So
no.
I think exactly what you said about where it's going to go. The rates are going to get suppressed, and that's going to cause more inflation of asset prices, and that's going to make things more unaffordable. That's right. That is where it's going.
Dude, it smells like candy. Oh,
That's why we should open it.
Yeah, we should totally. open that.
We're debating this. It's make these circle videos or open this brick.
no.
Revised.
I want to
And
buy
we
and
should
put it in
open
the
this.
vault. I would go on the Rudy vault.
So only 20.
Actually, yeah, that's a very-
and like I said, look,
Only
look.
25% of all revised. Okay, the entire print run of revised. 75% was revised booster boxes. Only 25% were starter bricks. The starter bricks are incredibly special.
But this one's hymen is
No, no, no,
broken.
no.
And,
The hymen is-
now twiddle it a little bit. And you know what? We might as well put it out of its misery and de-virginize it.
I got nothing.
Follow that. Follow that. Right. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm changing
Okay,
thoughts here.
go back to the topic. He brought up Revised, man. I think Revised is the sexiest set ever. I mean, I grew up with this.
I love
so
revised.
This
Revised is.
Those, cause
This is my favorite.
I really
set of
want to
Magic
open
the
up
Gathering.
that
There's
starter.
nothing. I will. Oh my. Oh God. My God. This
smells
thing's
like
sexy.
tuna.
So the dynamic is Satan and I both are dying to open that thing, and Rudy's like, "No, don't open it. I need to put it in a vault forever and like never open it." And we're all like, "No, forget that." And Dan's on the fence.
But it's like my precious.
Well, I do like
It's
money.
not yours yet. You haven't bought it yet.
I'm trying to buy it.
Were we not
I
going to
do
talk
like
about
money,
inflation?
but I also
We were
like
No, we're
talking
talking about inflation. Remember?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Edwin.
Okay.
So when you live in your apartment right now, and your wife has to work at night, do you feel like you own nothing, and do you feel like you're sad that your woman has like an OnlyFeet account?
So I'm not in that boat. I'm of the later generation. I feel like I've actually done okay. But
No.
most
We-
young
we all
people
know,
today
but
are
she
not,
doesn't.
not that.
The feet finder pictures, you don't have to be young though, because you can't tell the age as much on feet.
You know, we try to have a conversation about something that's real, and then a freaking revised brick comes out, and these guys start talking about feet.
I don't even know if OnlyFeet exists, man.
No, it's feet finder. I'm on it. Yeah,
What do you want?
yeah. It's Cardboard Man 69, luscious feet. That's my.
Are they hairy? I just gotta know.
I don't have hair on my feet. I don't even have back hair. I'm a little disappointed. I knew someone.
I really hope he does not prove it to us right now.
There's absolutely too much sharing in this video. Can we stay on topic about TCG?
Can we stay on topic? Good question.
I knew someone I worked with in a restaurant at Buca di Beppo, the Italian place that went out bankrupt 5 times. And that girl was a server. And unless you were covered in bearscape hair, she wouldn't even talk to you. She had this thing, like literally, like she would look at the guy's arms. And if you could see the skin under the hair, she wouldn't talk to you.
I swear we started this video saying
No,
we're going to talk
this
about
is-
housing. I don't know.
I had the best of intentions. I want to talk about the economy and whatnot, and maybe be
Is
educational.
no one else concerned about the health of that young lady?
Well, I don't know. I'm just wondering if I had enough hair.
He wants to get a number.
Yeah.
But it could be a safety risk. You could like choke if there's too much hair, and like,
Some people like choking.
do you like choking?
Sometimes.
All right. So, do you think, like, in your life of Feet Finder and your wife, do you feel like this country has abused you?
I don't even know how to answer this.
Okay. Can we go back to an actual?
Okay, real
Real conversation.
Real conversation.
Real conversation.
All right.
Housing
so,
costs.
housing. Do you feel abused?
No, I don't. The younger generation.
Now that's because you're old and you don't care about young people.
No, that's not why.
So you're just a bad American.
I actually recognize that the youth of America is in a really bad position when it comes to affording cost of living.
I agree with you. They're in a bad position, but think about the people that they've elected in these past terms, and think about why there should be some sort of correlation, right?
Oh, yeah.
They should take accountability
Correct.
for their actions and
I
their
do know
decisions.
many
Agreed.
young people that actually are buying houses at 24, 25, and they've actually been very successful. They have nice businesses.
Those are exceptions.
That's what you get for not being a dumbass and working hard
exactly.
in America.
So they actually do work. They know how to build stuff. I've had a guy who actually fixed my entire pool, came in, he fixed my neighbor's pool, and went on down.
Okay,
They
okay.
actually have-
And did he bitch? Did he
No,
want the government
no.
to pay
He
student
actually had-
loans?
We had employees and everything.
So
Yeah.
all I hear is you're so rich, you live in a neighborhood, everybody has fancy pools, and everybody can afford to fix them.
Exactly.
And
We
that's
can
why
all
young
afford
that's
to
why
fix
young people are upset with you.
it. No, young people love it because they get to work.
No, they're upset with you for being blinded.
Dan, you're
No.
talking about exceptions.
You're talking
I'm
about
not
exceptions.
talking about exceptions.
Yeah.
You know how many people can actually fix stuff? You even said yourself that people can go out and mow lawns.
You
Okay,
have
I'm not going to let him get away with this. So there is an all-time low right now, the number of like mortgage applications that's going on. That is a factual data thing. So people
Did
are
you know that the
literally
interest rate was up?
hang on. They just cut rates. They said there was a 200% surge of refis and mortgage people.
it's BS. People are not buying homes
It's
right now.
CNBC and Jim Cramer. Everything is accurate.
You trust Jim Cramer?
I don't.
Did he just quote Jim Cramer on CNBC?
You heard that. He just said he trusts Jim Cramer.
I have 10% of my net worth in the inverse Cramer ETF. You know that's a real fund.
Okay, that's inverse Cramer means like F Jim Cramer.
The opposite.
Yeah, whatever
Jim
Jim Cramer said.
Did you guys see the chick with Sam Bankman got only 2 years in prison?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Wasn't she the one doing the orgy sex stuff with Sam Bankman?
she was, but like she had to put up with having Sam Bankman-Fried inside her. I mean, come on.
I don't want that.
Come on, right?
How did we go from housing to this?
This is why young people are unhappy.
Yeah, I would think so.
Yeah, after watching this video.
If we don't get canceled, I don't know what's going to happen. Holy crap.
This is why you have a Feet Finder account.
Yeah.
This is why we need to go open a revised starter break.
No.
And just don't even go into these
Okay,
topics.
go on. So you want to bash everything about inequality, young people can't afford housing. Okay.
No.
No,
So we-
we're back
that's
to
not what I
it.
said.
No, nobody cares what you really said though. But here's the thing. So how would you fix it? Don't give me the symptom.
Okay.
How would you fix it?
The fix that nobody wants to do, but it is the fix, is you have to actually leave the interest rates high, and you have to let that actually wash out, which probably means eventually housing will have to eventually pull back.
Okay, so you want interest rates to be high, which means people with the lowest socioeconomic class and net worth are going to pay the higher rates on borrowing to pay for their car, their house, and credit cards. So you're against America.
I'm going to say the answer differently, but I'm going to answer your question. When you get yourself into a bad financial problem, the way out of it is never easy.
So again, you don't like America, and young people don't have a choice.
That's right. They have to.
Not
have
everybody can have a
incredibly
good-
high interest rates and not be able to afford anything.
Well, everybody's been living in excess for about the past 50
Yes.
years.
Oh, there it is.
We owe.
There
Yes.
it is.
We Americans, I say this as an American, we owe the rest of the world
Wait,
a
he's-
lot of money.
Is Saint American?
No, I'm an illegal immigrant. I've been cosplaying an American for the past
No, but that's
40
exactly
years.
right.
Cosplay American. How do you cosplay an American?
I don't even know what that
Sup,
is.
bro?
First, you eat 15 bloomin' onions, and then after you get the girth, you got the beer gut, you're good to go.
All right,
Get your
Garth.
diesel
So
truck.
back to the. What's wrong with diesel trucks?
No, nothing. I
Something
like
about
diesel trucks.
girth?
No
What?
girth. Okay, so
Well,
back to
we're not going to talk about girth.
no.
Let's move on.
Edwin's like, do you know what a number 2 pencil is?
Oh, I do.
Okay, you were going to say something
It's like
about.
it's like throwing a hot dog
You were
down
going
a
to talk
hallway.
about the economy.
You ever thrown a hot dog down a hallway?
That's where you're going.
Depending on the angle of the throw and the width of the hallway, it's almost like aerodynamics with an exotic car.
SPF and Carolyn Ellison.
So anyway, Edwin, how would you fix the problem? So leave interest rates high. This is a real video.
Okay, leave. Yeah, this is a real video.
Okay,
So
leave interest rates high.
le-
Rail the lower class. Go.
So that's not the. You don't want people to get railed, but
Oh,
that
but they
is
will.
the. That
But
is
they
the,
will.
A lot of people will suffer. We need, if you have
Especially
a
the middle
bubble,
class
you
will
need to have
crush.
like some kind of
Or will
reset
be
back.
I
to
have an
reality.
idea. Let's send
Rich
the
will be
20
fine.
million people that don't belong here back first and stop giving them money. That might be a start, right? That's at least a little, Band-Aid on the wound, right?
In case you haven't found the dislike button, I'm sure you're looking for it right now.
Saint-
It's right below the video.
I'm being honest. We're giving
la-
free
lady-
money to
ladies
people
and-
that aren't Americans. that
Ladies
don't
and
pay
gentlemen,
taxes.
friendly reminder: he is cosplaying an American.
Yes.
So he is not.
These are not
You're
my
not-
real
you're not
opinions. I don't
fixing-
actually have real
I'm not
opinions.
following that topic.
So, anyways, back to a different topic.
yeah.
So back to a different topic.
Yeah.
How are you going to fix it? So leave interest rates high. That's
Leave
all you
interest
said.
rates high.
Hey, I was just trying to
The
add a
air-
solution. That's all. That was one of the solutions.
The air has to come out of the bubble, and prices have to actually reflect reality at some point. If you just keep on printing more money and expanding credit, you just make the problem worse.
Yeah, but the problem is letting the air out of the bubble hurts the working class.
Correct.
That's the genuine problem with all this shit. Even though we're full of memes and Saint's a fake American and Dan's just girth and Edwin's just what's your nickname?
Bitch nugget. Bitch nugget.
Like a chicken nugget? That's soggy?
Yeah, but bitch.
Okay, so
like
anyway.
McLovin,
Yeah.
but like not nearly as cool.
Yeah, he's,
Okay, so
McLovin's awesome.
Here's
not
the
bitch nugget.
problem.
Yeah.
Here's the problem with this. All these solutions require the working class to suffer.
Right.
That's the issue. Because the people with assets, when there's inflation, anything happens, it's like, oh, look, that went up in price, but my portfolio, the house, everything went up, so I don't really care. So to deflate the bubble causes problems in people who just work, who didn't really cause the problem, to get crushed.
So, okay, so you're talking about who gets crushed. The answer when you go into deflation is anyone who has their money in stuff, not cash. In deflation, what you want to have is a lot of liquidity. They're the ones that don't suffer. Poor people don't have any liquidity. Rich people generally have their money in a lot of stuff. So rich people that have their money in assets in a deflationary environment would probably suffer as well. But what you want to have is cash. So it's not just poor people that would suffer if we went into something like that. But the government won't let that happen. They will not let deflation happen. Every time they get close to it, they make a bunch of money, they do some no QE program, and they throw it into the system to push us back into inflationary kind of times.
And that brings us to the $100 loaf. When you go to the supermarket, don't be surprised when you see the $100 bread loaf in the future.
See, in your country, how much was bread?
My country, what the hell's wrong with you, man? My country of Manhattan, New York. I don't know, like $8.
Have you ever eaten dog?
Dude, have you seen those memes?
We're eating the cats, we're eating the dogs, right?
No, you gotta say in the songify, the song, the memes. Remember they play the piano and stuff, and they do the memes?
The dogs you're talking about? Or the non-Americans? What are you talking about?
What are you?
Who is playing the piano, Rudy?
All right, I think we're done
The
with
hot
that.
dog.
I just came from, south of the border 2 weeks ago. I'm not actually a real person. No. I'm here to eat dogs and cats.
I was talking about housing.
Okay, so hold on. So your only solution, just to finish this video, because you guys are just strange human beings.
Yeah.
So to finish the video, the only solution
I didn't say that.
is deflation and suck it up, Buttercup, and they'll never do that because it's the government and print something. Is there another path?
There is no path that doesn't require pain. Honestly.
Okay, there's no path.
There's no path that doesn't
Like
require
Charlie.
Vote more intelligently next time.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
You
It's
have
a
to
thing.
choose between a turd and a turd sandwich.
Yes.
Well, at least one sandwich is
Choose
bread.
wisely.
I like bread.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, if you try to say like we're in this big mess and we can get out without pain, no, you can't. It's going to be painful. It's
So
where's
there's
the
no
pain?
other. There's no other path. That's the only option.
I'm not saying there's ways to fail. There's ways to have pain, but can you do it without pain? No.
So what do you think would happen if they do more stimulus and hand out more handouts? To the
More
working class?
inflation. If they did more stimulus, it would just straight go to inflation.
So the working class would get a check for $1,000, and then inflation goes crazy, and then
Yeah,
wealthy
then it means
people
nothing.
then wealthy people just make insane millions.
Yeah.
in assets.
I think we are actually close to the U.S. dollar getting decoupled as the
Yes.
global reserve
Yes.
currency. And that,
Yes.
then
Well,
the
it's
shit
already
really hits the
started.
fan.
This man
They're
speaks the truth.
trying, but we're not there yet.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
get $100 trillion in national debt and see if any other countries value your debt, and it gets downgraded to like D- status or whatever it's at.
I'll tell
These
you this
nuts.
much. If we actually lose world reserve currency status, if the United States loses that position, it's going to suck. It's going to be bad.
Decades.
Buy
Decades of
gold and silver. I'm just saying. Precious metals, baby.
That's where
Let's
Dan's at.
go.
You ever heard of the chicken nugget index?
Yes, I have. The McChicken. McDonald's McChicken.
It's where people track the price of chicken. That's all. That's all I had. I wasn't going anywhere with that.
I was waiting for the bitch nugget.
I thought it was going to go somewhere
I thought
else,
it was-
too.
yeah.
randomest stuff. This is the randomest video, you guys. My God.
One last thing. Bring it back.
We're going to find out if people
Well,
like this or not.
Yeah, well, people won't like this video. Before we end this video, just understand.
No, he's got nothing.
He's got nothing. He's got nothing. We called him on
We're all waiting
it.
to say
He's got
something
nothing.
good.